Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news at this hour, conditions are starting to improve after some strong storms moved through the Suncoast this afternoon.
Strong winds and high surf leading the city of Venice to close the South Jetty area this afternoon, or this happened this morning actually. As you see, the conditions were very windy and that surf was very strong going over the rocks there at the jetty. ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now with the latest on our conditions now. Bob?
Well, I'll tell you, we are looking at some improving conditions. We still have a chance for showers and storms through this evening and during the early morning hours. This is the actual cold front works its way through, and this has gone pretty much as planned, a little earlier than the timing yesterday. At this time yesterday, the models were hinting at around a 7 o'clock arrival. It was a few hours earlier, so sometimes that can happen as systems develop during the overnight hours and during the morning, but they did happen nonetheless, and we were in a severe weather watch at one point, also a severe weather warning, and the high wind warning continues across places. I wanted to show you this Titan shear product. Just at around 2:30, we went on live before the warning was even issued and showed this shear product right here, indicating that we had what appeared to be a water spout, and the National Weather Service not issuing any kind of advisory with that particular cell, but we checked on it. It was 64 miles an hour at one point, indicating that we did have some twist and rotation. It was about 128 just off the coast of Whitney Beach about 5 minutes prior to that, and this cell in particular moved right across the northeast where there was some damage reported in a mobile home park and a couple of trees down the road from that particular cell as it made its way to the northeast. Now we're looking at the rough weather clearing our viewing area. So the line of intense storms that did cause some damage across parts of Manatee County has now since cleared our viewing area, but you can still see some showers and storms well back to the north and west of us associated with the actual cold front. So we have a little temporary relief right now, but more showers are on the way, and rainfall amounts were impressive in some areas. We had up to nearly an inch in some areas. Well, more in our forecast. Let you know about some clearing and cooler weather headed our way coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The winds and strong weather did cause some damage in Manatee County.
There's reported damage in at least 2 mobile home parks in West Bradenton. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is live at the Pescara Lake Mobile Home Park, where residents there are picking up after this afternoon's storms. Jess?
Thank you.
Good evening, Haley and Scott. Most of us experienced those storms that came through the Suncoast about an hour or two ago, but let me show you some of the damage left here at Pescara Lake Mobile Home Park. I'm going to step behind the camera so I can show you a little bit of what happened here. This woman's home, the roof blew off of nearly. You can see the top of her home right there. Right in front of us is where the garage port was and is no longer. Her roof crumbling, falling backwards. The sad part about this story is that this woman was having some work done on her home, and the contractor just finished up today. He laid all of this carpet in her patio area, hardwood floor, and now that is all ruined. The woman says she does not have any insurance, unfortunately, but she's not sure what she's going to do in terms of fixing her home, because she said she put every last dollar into those repairs. Now let's take a look at some of the video that was shot a little earlier today next door. So I was at Swan Lake Mobile Home Park, which is right near Pescara Lake, where those homes experienced some of the same damage that they are seeing here at Pescara Lake. There is one roof that blew off of a home onto a neighbor's home. One woman completely losing her roof. There were awnings down, just storm damage. People keep driving by, taking pictures, and neighbors' homes, not hit by the storm, but these storms hitting one home in particular. Now, neighbors at both mobile home parks tell me that they saw funnels. Now, that is not confirmed, but that is what neighbors are saying. Let's hear what this neighbor had to say when she lost her roof.
All of a sudden, I said, there goes my roof. And she goes, no, that's my awning. I said, no, really, it's my roof, look. And it was bent back so it looked like it was an ornament or something, like somebody created it, but it was all, it just ripped. I just finished the house, just finished that room that the roof is ripped off of in this carport.
It's a sad story here at Pescara Lake. If you see any storm damage, if you've experienced it yourself, we're asking that you share those pictures with us on our Facebook page. For now, live in Manatee County, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Jess. The weather is wreaking havoc on the roadways tonight. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge is currently closed to all traffic due to these strong winds. Drivers are being advised to seek an alternate route. We'll keep you updated when it's expected to reopen. And we'll continue to monitor the severe weather or any weather that we do get throughout the night. And we always do that. For the latest updates on weather and traffic, you can download the My Suncoast app. You'll get breaking news alerts, community news updates delivered straight to your device. Most drivers in Sarasota County have probably seen a roundabout, and officials are saying you may see more of them in the future because of the safety value. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo talks to a traffic engineer about the benefits.
Well, Scott and Haley, the Florida Department of Transportation says there's no way around it. Roundabouts are clearly safer than traffic signals, which is the reason why you may see more roundabouts here in the future.
The city of Sarasota is embarking on several downtown.
And for some motorists, the increased number of roundabouts around the city and county are inevitable.
It might be confusing to people, might jam things up, but overall, I think they work.
Increasingly, planners and engineers favor roundabouts for the way the design makes for enhanced traffic flow and capacity. According to Sarasota County's traffic engineer manager, Robert Fackery, accidents and, more importantly, injuries are less severe.
You would avoid severe crashes, somebody running a red light and they T-bone into another car, so you don't have that situation.
He says the numbers show that roundabouts are safer than traditional intersections all over the country.
There's 90% reduction in fatalities and 75% reduction in injuries, 40% reduction in incidents with pedestrians and cyclists.
Now, the cost analysis between a traffic light and one of these roundabouts are about the same, but officials say the roundabout will save taxpayers money in the long run.
In a signalized intersection, you have to maintain the lights, the cabinets, the electricity, the paint, or if not painted, so all that factored in will add up throughout the years.
He says although there may be motorists who are opposed to driving around one, it's just a matter of getting familiar with it.
Once they drive it a couple of times, I think most of their fears are gone. They know how to maneuver them and circulate them, and that's a good thing.
Construction is set to begin this fall on 2 new roundabouts in the city, just north of US 41 and Gulfstream. Reporting in Sarasota, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Dwayne, thank you. A Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy is now out of a job in connection to a case involving a former deputy accused of attempted murder. Deputy Carson Plank was fired from the sheriff's office today as a result of being charged with 2 separate criminal offenses. Plank is charged with tampering with physical evidence and providing false information during the investigation of former Deputy Frankie Bybee. Bybee is accused of exploiting and trying to kill an elderly woman. Plank was the first responding deputy at the scene back in January. Investigators say she lied to detectives during the investigation while trying to help Bybee. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a 2-year investigation leads to the arrest of several people for over-harvesting alligator eggs. What state officials say about its impact on the alligator population in Florida.
Plus, Nudie the manatee has some new roommates at the South Florida Museum. We'll show you the new manatees now keeping him company.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Nine people are under arrest facing charges after an investigation by Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission.
The suspects were found to be violating Florida's laws on possession of American alligators, egg harvesting, and other charges. During the course of a 2-year investigation, investigators documented more than 10,000 illegally harvested eggs. While the suspects had permits to harvest eggs, they were caught over harvesting, often taking double the amount of what's allowed.
It's quite likely that in the local areas where these illegal activities were occurring, by taking all the eggs every year, they will have had a negative impact. The good news is they were only taking eggs, not adults, and so the females are still there, they will lay more eggs, and the alligators should quickly recover their numbers.
The 9 suspects are facing a total of 44 felony charges. The investigation is ongoing and more arrests are expected.
Coming up, more on our stormy weather today and what else we might expect right after this.
The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio charmed us all and crippled the competition. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included.
Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you're in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Come and make the scene. Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone. And dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
Alfa Romeo got a lot right with the Giulia, but the handling alone is sufficient reason to get one. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Well, what an afternoon. Damage in Manatee County.
Right.
We just saw Jess reporting from that mobile home park. You suspect there's a possibility it could have been a tornado waterspout?
John and I were here. We were about 2 o'clock. We saw some interesting shear products that we watched during the tornado outbreak a couple years ago. Remember that on Siesta Key? Similar conditions, 128-mile-an-hour shear product, and it's gate-to-gate shear. And we went on the air with it, even though there wasn't a warning yet. And we said, hey, this looks rather impressive. Could be a waterspout. And sure enough, it appears that there was some damage in that same path that particular line went through. Well, get a look at the KC Key webcam. We also talked about the rough weather in terms of surf and rip currents. Well, that's still a factor right now. I want to let people know, too, that we said that it would probably be around 7 o'clock that this would be going through. That was based on one forecast model. We kind of gave that little caveat and said, hey, it could be a little earlier or it could be a little later. It came a little earlier today, and that can happen with these forecast models. They don't always get it right on time, and neither do we. So we watch it as well for you. Lido, the Damon Power, is getting this impressive-looking shelf cloud as it made its way on shore. That's similar to the same time that we started to see that damage rolling into Manatee County. There's a picture of some of that wind damage that was reported near Onico and into West Bradenton as well. This one ripping the roof back off of that particular mobile home. And this is a tree down in Sarasota County. Pam Dalton sending this photo into pics at mysuncoast.com, and you too can do the same. This is a fairly large tree that was down right there in Proctor near Bent Tree. Well, there's that product I mentioned. This is at 2:35, but right around 2:15 there was another impressive marker right there by Whitney Beach. It showed shear up to 128. This one was at around 65 miles an hour, and then this eventually moved right off into the area that has shown up as some damage reports in that particular region. And shortly thereafter, the National Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for North Manatee County based on that cell as it made its way off to the northeast into Hillsborough County. Right now, no worries as far as severe weather goes. The strong cell's now well down to our south and can continue to push off to the southeast. There's another line of showers out here, though. This is the actual cold front, and this will move on through late tonight and tomorrow morning, bringing with it a few showers and even a few isolated thunderstorms. Don't think there'll be anything severe with it, but we'll watch it nonetheless as it makes its way through our region during the overnight hours. Now, the cells themselves are not too impressive out there, and in fact, the National Weather Service has dropped the severe thunderstorm watch for most of our area as a result of the storm system really progressing to the southeast right now. But some impressive amounts of rainfall, and particularly into Hardy and DeSoto counties, up to a half to an inch of rainfall there. And we could still see additional rain up to maybe a quarter of an inch to a half inch with some of the cells that move through overnight. 76 right now. Dew point is at 69. Winds are still brisk out of the west-southwest at 17. The pressure low, 29.73 inches. The high today was 86, 1 degree below average, and will stay below average too for the next 2 days. High temperature tomorrow will only be around 80, 82 degrees, and then even on Friday it looks like to be into the mid-80s, so slightly below the average of 87. Well, nearly a half inch of rainfall at the Sarasota Brayton Airport, and look at this monthly total there, over 5 inches of rainfall just for this month, which is typically a very dry month, and we're 3.5 inches above average. That wind will slow down a little bit, but not so much tonight. Tomorrow, right around daybreak, out of the west and then out of the northwest in the afternoon, and that will usher in that cooler and drier air. We'll start to really see things clear out by, it looks like, the afternoon hours. The forecast looks like this tomorrow, highs in the low 80s right in through the day, and we'll see no real threat of any significant rainfall as that area of low pressure moves out. Still some tornado watches in effect for the Mid-Atlantic coast states, and none for us, just a sliver of parts of South Florida under a severe thunderstorm watch. Small craft advisory will stay with us overnight and tomorrow. Seas running 4 to 6 feet out there, choppy to rough conditions. Winds and seas will abate somewhat in the afternoon tomorrow, but still rough going. Low tide upcoming 7:33. A high tide at 1:34 should not be a big problem. Tides will be running about a foot above average for that high tide coming just after 1:30. Mostly cloudy, some scattered storms, windy tonight. 78 for your low, and then tomorrow partly cloudy, high of 80 only. That's nice. A slight chance for a morning shower or two, not much. And the extended forecast does call for mid-80s on Friday. Beautiful Saturday and Sunday. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures warming up into the upper 80s. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. And with regards to the weather, we have learned that the Sunshine Skyway Bridge has reopened to traffic in both directions.
A relief for drivers,
right.
No doubt. Well, Snooty has some new roommates at the South Florida Museum in Bradenton.
The museum welcomed 3 new manatees into its rehabilitation facility today. Randall, Baca, and Gale were all rescued last winter off the east coast of Florida after suffering from cold stress and other injuries. They were first taken to SeaWorld in Orlando before being moved to the Suncoast. While museum officials help get the manatees ready to be released back into the wild, they say the extra company will help keep Snooty and museum visitors entertained.
Well, we certainly think that it is more interesting to have several manatees in the tank. It certainly stimulates Snooty, so we're hoping it stimulates our audience as well.
Randall could be released as early as this summer, while Gale and Baca are expected to be back on the East Coast sometime this winter.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll show you dances from the Sarasota Cuban Ballet School and show you the stars of tomorrow.
Tonight, aftermath of the terror, mourning the victims, some just children. What we now know about the bomber at the Ariana Grande concert as the world unites in the face of this attack. This is where America turns for answers. World News Tonight with David Muir.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
The Suncoast is famous for many things, and now you can add the Sarasota Cuban Ballet School.
And that's in the spotlight. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more.
The Sarasota Cuban Ballet School presents its end-of-year performance this weekend. They have gained fame all over this country and in Cuba.
They know Sarasota Cuban Ballet in Cuba. Because we've been doing this exchange with students in the summer, so a lot of the Cuban talented kids come for 6 weeks and study with us. We are very popular in Cuba now.
And spot to the corner, up. They're also popular in this country with dancers who want to learn the Cuban style because of their continuing close relationship with the Cuban National Ballet.
The director of the Cuban National Ballet School comes and is in residence at our summer intensive for 6 weeks to train our dancers and work with our faculty.
This Cuban style of dance you're watching here comes naturally to Ariel. He and his wife, founders of the school, are from Cuba, and before they danced in the Sarasota Ballet, they were trained by the Cuban National Ballet.
The Cuban school is popular because of the dynamics and the athleticism that brings into the scene. And then you put the Cuban way, the Cuban fire behind that, and then you have the explosion of the Cuban style.
The Sarasota Cuban Ballet School has students of all ages, but it also attracts gifted young dancers like 19-year-old Lucy Hamilton, who moved here just to study with Ariel 4 years ago.
He's such an amazing teacher. There isn't anybody like that around, so I moved from Pennsylvania to come train with him.
And now she's turning pro.
After this summer, I'm moving to San Antonio to dance with San Antonio Ballet.
Several other dancers in Saturday night's program are also launching professional careers.
We have about 20 or more pre-professional students who are really poised to leap into the professional ballet world and our students have gone on to international companies.
Many of these kids dancing are the stars of the ballet world tomorrow. You can see them live and in person Saturday night at 7 at Booker High School. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Those are some good turns
Yeah,
right there.
definitely.
Wow. Yeah.
Bob, you're going to have more on our weather situation coming up.
We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, at 7 o'clock we'll talk about where the next line of showers is going to be moving through.
Okay. Whole News Tonight is next.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabein.com.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder, high performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.